Yeah, I'm wearing the all whites. No, I switched to the color rush alternate, so it's all white. Yeah, I did.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's in.
At the 21-yard line.
Yeah.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
No, it said apparent injury to Tyrod Taylor.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Manning now on 1st down.
Throwing
the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards.
I'll take the luck on that. I didn't even mean to throw it to him. I was trying to throw to Kelsey.
On 1st down, Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
That's pretty much me with Mahomes when I actually
This is
have him.
Howard on 2nd down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Trubisky, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought
Very
down,
close
but
on
not
that ball.
before reaching the 8-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Eric would look at all the clients, just be like, "Listen here, you fucking dick."
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On the toss play, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline.
Alan, I'll come just do paperwork.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just
so basically he'd end up
interception,
being like a silent partner until you
when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Manning. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Okay, so he kind of gets like his cut out of the company profits until he gets whatever it's worth.
Play action. Manning. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right.
Oh.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away.
And they kick the ball back further, and you end up getting, like...
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Running with Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Nope, he's 0-2.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning.
Yeah.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play. and get his guys the football back.
Red, up. 18. Hey, 18.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His
nice
5th
celebration
touchdown
there.
now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
He says no.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. To throw on 3rd down, Manning. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 60 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
There you go, we got, you see it, you see it? Gotta go, gotta go.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Dude, I played the Chargers week 2, and it was actually like somewhat competitive without him using them.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Gotta go, gotta go.
They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone.
Wait, why the fuck was
Touchdown,
Terrell's son all the way out there on
Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They run with Hunt, and he'll get this one up to the 26. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
I did that with Tyreek Hill earlier.
Script is a good one for them. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Here's Manning to throw. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Manning now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action here on first down. And he comes back with one complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Manning to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
So, Eric, back to that statement when you said I might kick your ass.
They open the lead up now to 25. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do.
Back to that statement when you said I might kick your ass? Yeah, fuck you.
And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I mean, I'd probably be panicking if I saw Kareem Hunt in open space, but...
They'll run again with Hunt. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Manning. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely.
Wide
just
open
needed a touch more air under it.
game.
Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Manning. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now.
I didn't.
As he's on to punt for Kansas City.
Week 1, I was playing against Matt. Mahomes throws it, and Matt throws a late hit and fucking injures him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession
So
will
he's
switch
out until
hands
like week 6 or 7.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some...
And this will be caught at the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Except you
right,
took the
yard.
yards.
What you needed, go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs.
Wasn't
it's
that
1st and 10.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought accepting it was
Trubisky
taking
with
those
the
yards.
give to Howard.
I don't know.
Down
I
to
read it
the
wrong.
25.
Yeah.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out of the gun, Trubisky flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, Justin
He was
Houston
trying to
just
hit
pick it
Taylor
off.
Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, 18. Red up. Lock in. Hey, watch this. We go.
Oh, you're playing your game right now.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
My
A nice
team
little
is so much
gain.
better now.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his
Well,
own.
I
but
didn't
as a
play
defender,
one of my
you're in a
games.
tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities
I started
behind
off
you,
0-1.
and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than
Yeah,
try to go up and
doggy.
make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can
dope,
get him down.
counterfeit.
So the
ID.
drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that
Zane
distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need
No,
to do it.
this dude got
Someone
rocked
that you're
several
used to touching
times.
the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Why is anyone
One
even
of them
have
he
to
got
use
sent
his
back
name,
like
though?
6
Incomplete
yards.
I thought you
pass
guys
leads
still
to
get the
2nd and
side
10 from the
because of,
25.
Low numbers.
Throwing again. Manning. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Damn.
From the gun, it's Manning. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's
What are
not
you
deterred, still
working on,
confident
Rocket?
to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Let's go.
They run again with Hunt. And some room to run now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Into the red zone now, Manning. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Oh, you're just fighting this dude in the lost sector?
Want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2
That's good enough for me. Get out there.
It's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Manning. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
I mean, I'm usually so
I'm
high
kind of surprised
that I
by
don't know
that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I don't know. I wasn't even playing on
you haven't even got there yet.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made,
I have 143 yards rushing.
Or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something
I can
happen.
get a damn heavy.
That play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Red, up. Blue.
What's the score of your game?
38-13.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Listen, when Patty Mahomes steps foot back on this field, the Chiefs will be looking to make a comeback on this season.
We go. You see it? Red, up. Under 10. Blue. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, if I can stay alive. Oh, boy. Wasn't planning on getting you. Trying to stay alive, but not let him get a
hit as he throws there.
Yeah, this one's
complete.
No,
Pressure
but this
really
one's easy,
ratcheting
dude.
up. They
You
get
can
the
just go
sack
back
on
where we
first
just
down,
came
then a
in
near
from.
sack. They got to him there just as it
Hide
was
for a
leaving his
second,
hand.
that's what
Yeah, they might need
I
to
did.
change their pass protection
Actually
scheme a
soloed
little
this a
bit.
bit
Maybe
ago,
bring
but I'm
another
not,
guy
dude,
into
I'm
the backfield to help protect the
554, dude.
quarterback,
This
because
is
that was
like,
awfully close.
these
The
enemies don't do
Bears on
shit to me.
third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
Yo,
This will
Allen.
be 3rd and 19. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert.
What are you working on right now, Brockett?
Solid gain of 23.
Which quest? You just was speaking right there.
Dude, what the fuck?
Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
The two
down.
ogres
Chris Jones
on Dreamin' City, Brockett?
in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely
I don't know which
extraordinary.
one.
Let's just face it.
You wanna?
This offensive
Yeah, I
line
guess
flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So you want to come in here and help me get this with Jay? Run real fast.
Complete. It's Burton. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy
Okay, what we
of the
do, I don't know what the, I was
A
going to look at
very
dailies
nice
after this to
pickup
draw
of
my hunter.
33 yards.
Heavy.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do
Ain't
this?
the guy.
Run out the clock and get a
I
win.
already used my
But
super on him.
many
He's almost
people
dead.
pointed out to me,
Just
it's
gotta
a
clear his
video
shield.
game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise
Let me go
those
in.
fingers. Again, it's Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
No shields.
Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Oh, fuck. I need this revive on.
Here's
Oh,
Parkey
fuck.
now,
That's
set
not
to
good.
kick it away.
No, please tell me.
Yo.
Fuck me,
yeah,
dude.
sometimes I just
Kansas City.
did one.
And they had 3 points last
He
time.
Mahomes.
but they
blasted
didn't win
me
3
out of
points
there.
because they
Oh,
were
did Tyrod
right
get
in
hurt?
range of
The Chiefs one. Oh, I don't think you can do them right now, can you?
Does anyone know if
okay.
Tyrod got hurt?
Yeah.
That was just horrible timing for me to go down, for you to go down, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't.
There we go.
Scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going
They
to help
can
him
all
in
see
contract
that
time.
we're all
But that
playing
offense,
Madden. I
they're
don't
thinking,
know
let's
why.
get in the end zone this
I
time.
don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jayon Brown coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far.
Yeah, he is.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Your pass rush is like just perfect though. Every time I get second and receiver
They
gets
go with
open,
Howard to begin the drive.
somebody's right there.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They go with Howard again. And some room to work. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deion Sims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears
Not to mention Umbro's narrate the entire
He
game.
adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And out come the Chiefs now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in
Yeah, I just
baseball,
saw,
when the
like,
pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Manning. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
I don't think it's Mahomes. It's spelling
And he's got his receiver, Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mahomes.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield.
I hope it
into
is, 'cause
enemy
I spelt it that way
territory
in
down to the
stream,
40-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Manning. And he'll with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
I have a headache.
Now Manning again. He'll hit Watkins on the
No, I was
crossing
just
route.
like
That's now running right through it.
absorbing
and they got
it.
inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy
Pretty damn
league.
close.
Indeed,
Going
I
to be
did,
there
my
in
good
March.
man.
That's a whole lot of points
Yeah.
still to be down. But congratulations, they're still
I'm
fighting,
getting
and they scored
old,
another
dog.
touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say,
Damn,
Charles,
I didn't
he
realize
said,
you were so
sometimes you
young.
win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money,
Yeah,
the
actually, I
hotel,
did
what
know
have
that.
you, huh?
But I just
This
thought he
fielded
was
a
like
few
my
yards
age.
into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over possession
Yeah, I think
of the
Eric
football
just seems like more
at
of
their
a responsible
42-yard
one, so
line.
you figure he's the...
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it.
Yeah.
Who's happy about this?
Yeah, we are calling Eric
Fantasy guys,
responsible.
right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Manning now on first down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Manning to throw on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Oh, my God.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they're going to
So
set
it
up
doesn't really
shop
matter
at the
that I threw that pick.
27-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator,
Bills got an
quarterback
onside
coach,
kick
maybe
while
the backup
Simmons.
quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I didn't want to play defense. I was. Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Oh, Trubisky with a throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside
I was
the
up by 3
25.
touchdowns, and I didn't really want
A
to
gain
play.
of 32 that time.
But
Charles,
you're not
it's
even
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Yeah, I
mean,
guess
what
I
a
didn't know
game to
that.
put up
I just
that number
thought,
of
like,
points,
it was off of their
continually feel like they're
stats.
moving
At least
the
my
ball, and
defense
things are
stepped
working
up
and
and
clicking.
managed to get an
They think
interception
they
in
can
the
bottle this
fourth
and
quarter.
carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back.
That's hilarious. Dude, those guys would get so fucking butthurt. Oh.